Then what else do we have here? Herman Cain, pizza mogul Herman Cain. He's coming up with a brilliant, brilliant strategy, Lewis, for running for president. He's basically saying, you know what? I can't really tell you exactly what I would do on a lot of these issues until I actually am the president. It's a brilliant way to not have to talk about what your plan is. Is it not?
Something that should be negotiated.
Hold on, let me see if I can cue this up right.
What do you do during the debates?
Make some concessions. They're willing to give on a lot of things. They're willing to be compassionate. I don't think they have a big problem with people returning. The issue is there are some things that they simply do not want to give in on.
We have been at war in Afghanistan for almost 10 years, and yet you say, and you say it quite proudly, you have no plan for what to do in Afghanistan. You'd have to wait till you got into office, till you met with the experts, till you met with the military officials, and then you decided. Don't you owe it to people who are thinking of voting for you to give them some idea about what you would do about a major U.S. military involvement in Afghanistan?
I do, and here's what I owe them. I owe them the right approach to make the right decision such that we're not there 10 more years.
So what is the right approach?
The right approach is the day I'm elected president, I will start on that plan such that the day I'm sworn in, I would be able to implement that plan.
But that doesn't tell anybody what you're directing. I mean, do you support counterinsurgency or counterterrorism?
Chris, let's go back to the fundamental question. We've got to work on the right problem.
Exactly. This is brilliant. Imagine if a surgeon did this. Hello, I'm Dr. Kesterbaum. I will be doing your open heart surgery, and I've never done this before, but I do know some about it. Oh, well, how will the surgery work, Dr. Kesterbaum? Tell me. Well, I don't make a plan until we have the chest cavity opened and we have you anesthetized. I don't want to make the plan beforehand. The first thing I will do, once we get you knocked out on the operating table and with your chest open, is make a plan for the surgery that we're going to be doing. In what other context would this be acceptable, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, where else could you get away with this?
He can't even say if he wants to pull troops. Or
he doesn't know.
He's not giving an inch.
He has no idea about Afghanistan. He was asked earlier in the interview. It's brilliant in a way because he just doesn't know anything. He doesn't have to say. I don't know. He wanted to just get in and say something. He'll decide once he gets in there. If it's a skit, it's brilliant. If it's a skit, it's completely brilliant. Earlier in the interview, Chris Wallace asks him about Israel and Palestine, and he actually asks if he supports the right of return. And he just looks at him and says, the right of return? The right of return? He repeats it twice. He clearly doesn't know what it is. And Chris Wallace has to tell him, the right of return for Palestinians. Herman Cain, how is this guy even going to get a single vote? I guess the same way Sarah Palin is considered a candidate by some people. And people donate. I don't get it.
Well, we can thank McCain for Sarah Palin.
We can thank McCain for Sarah. Well, there's a lot of people to thank. Or to crucify. I don't know which. All right. Make sure that you're on Facebook.com/David Pakman Show. There's a picture of Lewis engaged in a discussion in Arizona with a brewer of sarsaparilla root beer. It's a bizarre picture. I invite you to take a look at it. And we're giving away an iPad. DavidPakman.com. All the info's on there. Back after this.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.